We're going to explore the concept of learning targets, a way to simplify and operationalize the Common Core state standards. Why would you want to implement learning targets into your teaching strategy? There's a lot of fancy words and concepts at play here, so to make things fun, let's compare learning with the Common Core standards to working at a pizza place. Except at this restaurant, all the cooks called in sick. The only people here are the manager. He's sort of a control freak, but never actually cooked. The delivery driver, he's cool but only delivers the pizza. And a busser. He cleans up but doesn't know much about cooking. So the three of them just got an order for a pizza. They have everything they need: dough, cheese, sauce, and plenty of ingredients. And they have a giant picture of a pizza. Do you think this would work very well? The manager might order everyone around, or just try to do everything himself. The driver has seen a lot of pizzas, but he's never made any. He might just go along with the manager. The busser is sort of lost. He's not sure if the cheese should go before the sauce or how thinly to slice the vegetables. The end result might be a big mess, or it might be okay but take a lot longer to make. What this team needs are some basic, easy-to-follow directions that spell everything out and show them how to make a pizza from start to finish. It would be even better if they had a cook to go through these instructions with them. This is basically where you and your learning targets come in. Learning targets are the most basic building blocks of a learning standard. They make up parts of other goals that comprise the substandard, which contributes to the overall standard. So if making a pizza was the overall standard, a learning target might be rolling out the dough or baking the pizza in the oven. When you incorporate learning targets into your teaching, you unpack the learning standards, breaking them into the smallest digestible segments that make sense, using language that everyone can understand. Doing this will allow students to make connections to concepts they have already learned, as well as what they can expect in the future. How do you identify a learning target? Ask yourself the following questions. Is it the most basic individual aspect of a substandard that you can reasonably cover? Can you cover the target or groups of related targets in an hour or less? Is it written in student-friendly terms? Does it fit the standard's requirements? These questions are useful to think about what activities and assessments will correlate back to the standard. So how do you write a learning target? There are a few ways to do this. One popular way is by using I can statements. Identify the product or performance you can expect to complete and explain it using I can. Your learning target may look something like this, this, or this. So given the standard, write arguments to support claims in an analysis of substantive topics or text using valid reasoning and relevant and sufficient evidence, and the substandard, establish and maintain a formal style and objective tone while attending to the norms and conventions of the discipline in which they are writing. We might create a unit on formal writing and a lesson on formal style. And finally, a learning target that states, I can distinguish between formal and informal writing styles. As we can see, learning targets function as simply as instructions on a recipe. Learning targets help to unpack and clearly communicate the key concepts that make up the Common Core standards, leading to more effective learning, as shown by outcomes that meet those standards.